Hey guys, this is Marshall Kirby from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment. Today in front of me, we have a DK20SE open station tractor. We're gonna go over the full series in depth. This is the new edition of the DK10SE series, which had been out for many, many years, been a very reliable and popular tractor for us. So we're gonna go over some of the differences. However, I want to, people to understand that about 80% of this tractor did not change. So no, by buying this model or series of tractor, you are not being the guinea pig on a new tractor. It's tried and proven. It's got the same front axle, the same tires, the same engine, the same loader, the same hydraulic pumps, the same rear axle, and a lot of the same features, but they've added features to it and they've changed the styling up a little bit. So again, you're still getting that good old reliable that's been out for many years, and we're just gonna go over the whole series and what you get with this model. So starting off, this model comes in a 40 horse, which we have pictured behind me. That's a non-turbocharged engine, 3-cylinder Kioti diesel. And then you have a 4710 model, which is 45 horse, a 5320, sorry, I should be saying 20 because that is the new series, 5320, which is 50 horsepower, and a 6020, which is going to be right around 58, 59 horsepower, right under 60. You can get this series with a cab, but we already did a video on that, so check that out if you're interested in a cab. You can get it, obviously, without a cab, as we're looking here. You can get a KL5521 Loader on it, which is what we got today. You can also add a backhoe to the back. They also make front snow blowers and many other attachments. So today we're just doing the tractor loader package. So starting off in the front, this loader picks up over 2,400 pounds to full height. Now that is in the bucket, not on pallet forks, so just keep that in mind. You will potentially get close to that, but not at full height with pallet forks, and you're gonna need a lot of ballast in the back of the tractor. 72-inch quick attach bucket, skid steer style with the 2 levers to disconnect. So you can go into a nice set of skid steer pallet forks. Standard, you get a brushed grill guard. Standard on the loader, you also have recessed grease fittings. They are recessed inside the pins. Great feature. You're never gonna break them off or damage them. Definitely a good setup for sure. You have a choice for 4 different tires. R14, which we have pictured here, which are an awesome tire, very popular. R4 industrial, agricultural, and then turf tires. Fuel tank is underslung, holds about 14 to 15 gallons. It does have protection of metal plating and whatnot underneath. And overall, easy to fill, basically at knee or waist height, very, very low. Makes it a lot easier to fill up. And you're never having to hook, fill it up and spill it on your hood or something like some of the other tractors out there. You're gonna notice these little guys, these are little mud guards. Not that they're a huge feature, but a nice little feature to have. So little mud guards protect mud from slinging all over the operator or inside the operator station. Rubber deck mat standard. Grab handle on both sides of the tractor to get it in and out. Back over to the loader, you do have a loader level indicator standard as well. That helps tell you when the bucket is level and flush with the ground. One of the new features on this tractor is a little bit new styling. So number one, this decal right here changed to a newer style decal. The headlights and the whole hood design and decals changed. So take a peek at these awesome headlights. These are LED now, not the old school headlights, so much, much brighter, which is great for the operator in the, darkness, obviously. So that's a cool feature. We've been asking for that for a while. They finally listened and did it. A little bit new grill area here in styling, and the whole hood design is a little bit different. The decals on the side of the hood up here, as well as on the side right here, are a little bit different looking than the old models. So we'll just give a quick view of that. Not that that's super important, but just giving this tractor a little freshen up from the old model. The engine, as I mentioned, is the same as the old models. We will open it up and show you though, and the features that it has. So it's a little pull handle right there, opens it up. You can access your battery, interstate battery, Donaldson air filter. You have some different coolers, hydraulic cooler, fuel cooler, your radiator with a nice screen in it, and radiator fill. Back there we have a regen system. And over on this side over here is most of the stuff you're gonna touch when servicing the tractor and doing oil changes and stuff like that. So we have our antifreeze overflow right here. We have our fuel filter right here. This fuel filter has a primer on the top of it. It has a sight glass on the bottom of it, and it has a fuel heater. So top of the line fuel filter, couldn't ask for a better one. These last a while, and it's just good to have all those features in New England. Number one thing is, gel up issues in the winter, so this helps prevent that for sure. And you can drain the water out of the bottom as well, which is a nice little feature. In back of the fuel filter, yes, it's a little tucked away. Right there is your engine oil fill. So you just need a skinny tight funnel that you can fit in there to open it up and clean that out, and change your engine oil. There's a drain plug at the bottom of the oil pan on each side of the tractor, so there's 2 drain plugs. Engine oil filter. Engine oil dipsticks hidden back here. I believe you can actually access this with the hood closed slightly, so that's kind of cool. And then way back here, you got a little fuse panel, just a few fuses back there. Again, they're protected in a box and case, whatnot, so fuse panel right there. Your hydraulic lines on the loader are recessed and inside the loader, not external to the loader, so protected very well with the loader framing. They did a good job there. I definitely appreciate that. Front axle, you'll see the dipstick / fill port right there, that orange piece. And then you got some grease zerks here, obviously power steering, and those have some protection on the front pivots of the power steering as well. So that's nice. One of the biggest features that people have been asking for on the DK10SE series that they've updated on the new 20 series is a fender mounted joystick. So the old DK had a joystick that was way out here, and you had to reach for it, and it got the job done, but it was in your way, it was a pain in the butt. Now they've mounted to the fender. I cannot say how amazing this is. This is great. It makes this tractor a totally different tractor when operating. So fender mounted joystick, great feature. And also on this joystick, obviously you're gonna see some buttons here. So what's going on here, we have a third function open and close button. No, it doesn't come with a third function standard. It comes pre-wired for one though. So adding a third function is that much easier in the future for us or the customer at home. And then you're gonna notice this button, which has a rabbit on it. And that is auto throttle to throttle up your engine RPMs as you're using your loader when it's needed. For more power, driving into a pile, you feel like, oh man, I don't have the RPMs high enough, press and hold this, it'll rev it up for that 3 seconds you hold it, give you more power. You dig into the pile, you back out, you don't need the power anymore, you let off. Both those features, again, third function is not standard and neither is the auto throttle. The buttons are there ready to go for the kits. The kits are available from us. Sometimes we, most of the time we have the third function in stock for sure. The auto throttle kit, I'm waiting on a shipment of some more to come in hopefully here soon. Both are very reasonable and easy to add for the customer or easy for us to add. It's just nice that it is pre-set up to make it a little bit easier to hook those up. Forward and reverse pedal are side by side, not a rocker pedal. You're gonna notice a lot of leg room here, very, very roomy tractor. Got your engine throttle on the dash here. Got your 4-way directional button right there. Over here is your key and your glow plug cycle and all that stuff. Over here, just some different features like cruise PTO, which the DK10 had, and then your regen system. Very nice seat. One thing the seat doesn't come with is armrest, so that's an add-on option that you can add to this. Very cheap and reasonable to add. We have them in stock most of the time. And definitely make the seat a totally different seat when you got armrests on there. But it is still a very comfortable seat. It's got a hydraulic cushion adjustment here and a forward and reverse lever there, so you can move that seat forward and reverse. 3-point hitch lift and lower mechanism right there. As well as we're going to get to the other one in the back. This is your PTO on and off right here. Comes standard with 1 set of rear remotes, which was also standard on the DK10SE series. Little toolbox back there, nothing too special, but nice to have a little one. Your roll bar does fold, and it folds down in half. And in the back here, it's category 1 3-point hitch on the DK4220, 4720, 5320, but once you get up to that 6020, it'll go to category 2. Comes again, standard with 1 set of remotes. Lift and lower mechanism from the back of the tractor, so if you don't back up to that attachment quite perfectly and you need to lift and lower these, you can. There is extendable 3-point hitch arm options as an upgrade package for this tractor as well. Doesn't, it comes standard with the base arms, but you can definitely upgrade to that. It's got 2 hydraulic filters, a couple drain plugs for your hydraulic, and then a dipstick right here on the top of the rear casing for the hydraulics. So nice little plug right there. You just pull up on that dipstick and it'll come out and you can check your oil. So nice and tucked out of the way. Four-wheel drive, mechanical lever in and out over here. Low, medium, and high range transmission. So it is a 3-range transmission and a locking differential lock. You will also notice over in the back there, a couple cup holders, phone holders, nice little area to throw a few things. The brakes split in half, or they can be put together. So right now they're together. There's a parking brake lever right here. The tractor also has a tilt steering wheel, so you pull on this lever out to you, and then you can pull that steering wheel in and out and lock it back in place where you want it. Retractable seat belt, which is nice, so it's not laying out everywhere, sucks itself back in. The loader will have a float feature, pretty standard on all these tractors nowadays, so for back dragging, grading dirt, and all that type of stuff. Trying to think of any other big key features on this. The real big change-ups that happened were new decals and styling, new hood, new headlights and front grille, obviously LED front headlights, and the big one, fender-mounted joystick. Again, they didn't want to totally change this model because it's popular. There's nothing wrong with it. It's been a phenomenal tractor. They just wanted to add the couple things the customers have been requesting though over the years and try to keep that price still in the lower end of this kind of category of tractor in this horsepower range. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got any other questions, you want to quote on this model or any of the other tractors Kioti offers, shoot us an email at info@orchardhillsales.com or give us a call, 413-253-5456. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you.